Hey, Sea Milk.
Hello.
Oh man, I'm feeling pretty rough today.
Yeah, I am as well. There's a lot of, in East Asian culture at least, there's a lot of cures for that though.
Yes, exactly. Like, for instance, we could eat some endangered animal that would make us feel better.
Yeah, or we could, take some pills that are made out of aborted fetuses.
Let's not do that, but let's talk about that.
Okay.
What do you say? Let's hit the road.
That sounds good.
Someone's been messing with my mirrors. Let's cruise. Alright, let's start after we get past the tourist train.
Okay.
Oh man,
It's the
man
tourist train. Everyone deserves to be a tourist.
Indeed, every once in a while.
You can't get down on that.
No. We are in the tourist capital of Vietnam right now.
Well, I would say that's more of Ho Chi Minh.
Would you say it's maybe 50-50?
Oh, maybe, yeah. They're definitely both the two places that people go.
I've seen more blonde people in a day here than I have in the whole of California in like a month.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, anyway. We were talking about this actually quite a disturbing topic.
Okay.
And the reason why it's come onto the radar, why we're talking about it, is very recently they bust a huge shipment of human baby fetus pills going into South Korea because the ethnic Chinese Koreans that live there, they want it because, they're Chinese and it's part of the Chinese tradition to eat strange things for different ailments. So maybe you can explain what these baby human powder pills are all about.
So we know that endangered species usually related to the part of the body that is ailing are consumed in Chinese medicine.
Correct.
Now, a lot of this doesn't actually go back to recorded texts of Chinese medicine. I believe you brought this up before. The real kind of texts are in Japan.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like almost witchcraft and mama said this type of medical practices in China. Yeah. Which has led to just really horrific things. So why would someone eat a dead baby? Well, in Guangdong, in particular, in the south of China, they really believe this crazy medicine stuff. So they think that if you consume a baby, that's been pulled out of the placenta after the abortion, if you consume this, then you will gain some sort of life because,
like rejuvenation.
Right, it'll rejuvenate you because the essence of this unborn child will now go into your body, right? And that's why you eat a tiger penis pills and stuff if you want your dick to grow or like be hard or whatever. So they think, oh, what's a strong animal? A tiger. Their dicks must be really awesome, let's eat it, right? So it's the same idea with a fetus, although this isn't without being too morbid. Why would eating a dead baby that didn't survive give you that life? Doesn't that mean that baby like failed and doesn't have that life?
Well, usually they're aborted, right? So it's not the baby's fault for failing.
No, I'm not blaming the baby. I'm saying where's the magical properties of that?
Well, we have discussed this before, but the belief more or less goes along with you eat the part of the animal that you want to improve. Like if you want to get smarter, you eat a brain, if you want to run faster, you eat like a fast running animal's leg, that kind of nonsense. There may be some truth to some parts, like if you eat like bone marrow, it'll help your bones get stronger. There may be something to it.
Because of, the calcium and fatty richness of it, right? Might help you.
As you say, anyway, just go ahead. We're just going to keep going straight on this.
Okay, sure.
As you say, though, it's become like witchcraft. It's like black magic.
Right.
It's nonsense. It's terrible. And the problem I have with it is that it's leading to all of these endangered species getting wiped out.
Right.
And you got to draw a line somewhere. Now, the thing is, a lot of people are more than willing to look the other way. When it comes to endangered species, because whatever. What's a pangolin, right? Who cares about pangolins?
Yeah,
or like
I don't have a pet pangolin, right?
Or like Siberian tigers or whatever. Who cares? It's just an animal. But surely those people that are okay with that would draw the line at baby fetuses being eaten.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the real, argument point. You come here to Vietnam, you go to China, and you see dog meat. Yeah. And either people are like, okay, well, you know what? There's some reason to it. It is just an animal. And then some people go ape shit. They're like, no, That's a pet. It's man's best friend, and
it's
that's where the argument
to,
is, right? When you said there needs to be a line drawn, I think that's when it just gets really messed up. Like, there's not even an argument to be had.
Yeah.
Why would you eat a dead baby?
Yeah, I know. It's cannibalism.
Right. It is. It's actually marketed cannibalism.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is, I mean, you've got these rings. I have a feeling like, and I want to be correct about this, I don't think that China, the Chinese government wants this to happen.
Obviously.
I feel like it's illegal.
Of course. And the most Chinese people, if they heard about this, would be appalled.
Yes, but
when I brought up fetus soup to people in other parts of China, because it isn't, well, I shouldn't say it's like a cuisine on a freaking restaurant menu.
No, it's not.
But the fact that you can buy these fetuses at the hospital in Guangdong to make soups out of this stuff, like I said, my wife has consumed this, right? Before you guys get all uppity, like she was like 4 and she didn't know.
Sure.
Like her crazy mom made her do it. But anyway, I made a video about that. But anyway, my point is that when you go to other places in China and you tell them about this, or it just comes up in discussion, people think it's insane.
Yeah.
It's not a normal thing, right? So obviously, there's something wrong if even the majority of your population thinks it's screwed up.
Yeah, of course.
Right? But it's happening.
It is. You've got these like gangs, like almost mafia type people who have all these connections with the abortion clinics and the hospitals.
Right.
And they ensure that they get a fresh supply of aborted fetuses, which they then dry, dehydrate, and turn into powder. And it's a disgusting thing going on. But it is.
So, guys, like, turn off before I say this if you're gonna be upset. But they find like hair and stuff in the pills.
Yeah.
So these are not like embryos, by the way.
No, they're actually little people.
Like, a lot of them could have survived out of the womb.
Yeah. Now, you did mention that, of course, not all Chinese minority of people, but the fact is it still is a thing in China, and I don't think it's a thing anywhere else.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Like, remember I did a video about dog meat a while ago. Okay? Do you know how many Chinese people said, "Oh, you're talking shit, I've never seen dog meat in my life," you know?
Right.
What a bunch of nonsense. Because you can go into Baidu Maps and you just search Go Ro Dian, and you will find dog meat restaurants in Shanghai and Beijing, the capital biggest cities,
Sure.
You find dog meat everywhere in China.
Right. I guess my devil's advocate moment here is that if you went on to Baidu, you couldn't do the same thing with dead baby restaurants. Okay?
No.
That's my point. It's definitely not normal.
No, it's not normal.
And to the credit of Chinese people, it's freaking not normal, and they know that.
No, they know it's not normal.
But the fact that there's a market for it is alarming, so it's probably a lot bigger than what we think.
Yeah,
it's really happening more often than we think.
No, that of course is the most extreme, right?
Yeah,
I think it doesn't get more extreme than that, unless people are like eating live people or something, which they're not. I don't think, maybe in like a Guangdong village or something.
I was going to throw one more devil's advocate thing in.
Which is?
You said, like, I think only Chinese people do that. I think there's a lot of weird African rituals and beliefs.
I should actually retract that, because muti is a big part of African witch doctory.
Right.
And very often children are found, hacked up in the bush. Why are these people going when there's no light?
Do we have to ask that? It's hot.
Yeah, it is. No, you're right. Africa does it a lot too.
Right.
Yeah, I should have known better. But the thing is, like I said, this is the most extreme, right?
Right.
But on the other hand, rare animals, rhino horns, that kind of thing, it's massive. That is huge. There's a huge market for that, and that's driving this like basic extinction of animals around the world.
Right. And they keep cracking down and finding new people doing it.
They just recently arrested, where was it, in Kenya? I could be wrong.
I think it was Kenya. Nairobi, right?
Yeah, the Ivory Queen, they called her.
Yeah.
Chinese woman who was responsible for, millions of dollars worth of ivory being smuggled out of the country for Chinese medicine.
Right.
It's an ongoing thing. Even in South Africa, when I was in South Africa, they would very often catch, they've got a small Chinatown there. They would often catch Chinese people who'd gone down to the coast and just hired people, and also themselves gone and picked out all of the abalone. Is that how you say it? Abalone or abalone?
It's abalone, yeah.
Abalone, yeah. Abalone. Anyway.
It's abalone.
So yeah, where they just go and take all the abalone and all the endangered like sea creatures, and they would just store them in their house. You know, and you need to have a permit to go and fish for them, and there's quotas and all that. But then they go at night, and they pay local people to go at night to like just completely strip the sea.
That actually happens in California as well.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, they go apeshit because they're huge there.
Yeah.
So they sell for I mean, in America, the abalone is not that expensive.
Right.
So you get like a big honking one, right? And you get your quota and stuff, and that's fine. You can pick them yourself.
Yep.
But then the Chinese people can go back to China and either dry them or sell them like live. They'll put them in ice and then ship them over there. You know, like $100 a pound or something crazy. So yeah, there's a reason that people are doing this. It's profit and Chinese medicine.
Of course, but I always get quite angry about the rhino horn thing, because rhinos were never in China. It was never a Chinese animal, was it?
The Asian rhino?
Well, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a... Well, I've never seen a rhino in China.
No, I think Asian rhinos are extinct.
Oh, okay.
But I also don't... Yeah, no, and I also don't think that they were in China. I think they were in like India and that kind of area. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
They're probably extinct because they've been used for medicine already.
Well, yeah. What other reason would there be?
Yeah, true. Anyway, the thing is, it's just a silly thing. But people believe in it, and there's so much money to be made because these people believe so firmly in it that they're willing to pay so much money for these exotic animal parts.
Right.
That there's no stopping it. There's just no way to stop it. It's terrible.
You know, I'm always like running my mouth about how little respect I have for like holistic medicine and things. These people are real. They're being real mean. Oh boy. That kind of stuff, because I think it does more harm than good, right? But that aside, I do think this whole thing really pushes home a point, and that's when my wife went to school. There was no science class, okay?
Right.
So when your kids and like everyone, all these generation after generation has absolutely no concept that science, molecular structure, bacteria, viruses, the way our bodies work. When you don't teach kids these basic things, they're going to be more apt to believe in this ridiculous nonsense. And it's, to me, I think it's really weird because China is such an educated country.
Yeah, people are smart. They're not stupid people. They're very smart.
It's not some weird, like you said, some weird tribe in Africa that has no access to the outside knowledge because they're illiterate and stuff. Chinese people are smart.
Yeah.
And they're still believing in this stuff. And honestly, it's not just China. Vietnam gets busted all the time where we are now for exporting and harvesting this kind of crap.
Right.
Obviously to a lesser extent, but Japanese people, I'm sure there's an elite there that does the same thing, man. It's going to Korea. You said ethnically Chinese Korean people, but I also read that there were just Koreans that were buying the pills.
Okay, right.
It's just China's an easy source to get some of this really wretched stuff.
I feel like also because of the large population, it exacerbates the problem.
It does.
You know, like if you've got 100,000 Koreans taking this medicine compared to a couple of million Chinese, more animals are going to go extinct. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. So it's an East Asian thing, which is crazy to me because holy shit, this is nuts.
Yeah, I think they should grind these drivers up and use them as medicine.
Whoa, dog.
You know. Probably give you madness though, you know.
Madness, yeah. People are crazy drivers here. They don't even need to say that. But
no.
Anyway.
No. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So that's it. Is what it is, guys. I think the best thing that we can do is spread awareness. About it. You know.
Not be like these animals eating these rare things. You know.
And also have a little bit of compassion to the people who get grouped in, you know. It's not fair. I've got a Chinese family and I've got Chinese friends.
I don't want my people to think my wife ate babies. Oh, she did. Yeah, exactly. No, I know what you're saying though. But no, the thing is, like, there are quite a few Chinese people who get quite hurt because when they go study abroad, people are like, oh, you eat dogs and stuff, right? Yeah, it sucks. It sucks for them. But at the same time, you know, a lot of them do. So what are you going to do, you know? What are you going to do? But it's not a talking point. No, you know what I mean? Like, just leave them alone. Yeah. But stop the shit. Yeah, stop eating rare animals, please. And babies. You know? Yeah, don't eat babies. It's disgusting. It's terrible. And we're probably going to get this video demonetized because we just talked about it. But yeah, but it's about spreading awareness, right? Yeah, absolutely. You know what else is really spreading? Is all this pollution in my lungs. It's so bad. It's terrible. Come on. I don't want to be a whining whinger, but this is bad. Yeah, it's an adventure. It's an adventure all on its own. It's an adventure through pollution. Yeah. It's fun to ride through here, but it is stinging me.
I do also believe that unless you have had as many years experience riding around Asia as we have, you shouldn't be riding here.
Oh, but that's one thing I wanted to say in one of our other videos. You said you were giving advice to people about, yeah, come on over, be a tourist and blah, blah, blah. Don't ride in Vietnam. Don't be crazy, guys.
No.
Because I see some of these foreigners downtown, they're renting these step-through bikes.
Yeah.
I don't want to be an asshole, but like, don't do it if you have no riding experience in other places. This is level 5.
This is pretty high level. I know in Thailand, you know, it's not as bad as here. I've ridden there.
It's quite a bit better actually, but it's still bad.
It's bad, but I know for a fact when I was there were all sorts of like warning articles, basically warning foreigners not to ride there, and they were showing how many foreigners die every year.
Right.
And it's a lot.
It's a lot.
So I'm guessing there's more here.
Seriously. I think there's more tourists in Thailand, so the number's probably higher, but per capita is definitely higher here.
Yeah. It's even
nuts.
It's higher than China, isn't it?
It's way worse than China.
Yeah.
I think China in some ways is scarier because there's these like big trucks going really fast.
Yeah.
But this is also scary just because no one follows the rules whatsoever.
Yeah, I keep feeling like, whoa.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I keep feeling like I'm gonna get crashed into every 5 seconds here.
I'm way behind you.
Okay, that's cool.
I stopped.
Where did you stop?
These 2 trucks don't.
Yeah, I'm right here too.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm stuck with the trucks too. Yeah. So anyway, this is getting off point.
Yeah. Well, we're done. We're done. We just wanted to show you guys some of this craziness.
What do you want to tell our subscribers before we sign off?
Whether you, it makes me nauseous talking about this. Whether you, I'm not gonna say it anymore.
No.
Whether you consume holistic, rare herbs and
this
animals.
Ain't homeopathic stuff.
Homeopathic crap.
But this ain't homeopathic.
Right.
Yeah.
If you eat that crap, homeopathic.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether you consume that stuff or not, or you just, you're reasonable and you look into why you consume things and what it's going to do for you or not. I want to know what you guys think down below. We're going to get a ton of anti-vaxxer comments now, by the way.
Of course we are anti-vaxxer, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Whatever.
Well, I hope your kids make it to kindergarten. Anyway, leave a comment down below.
I stand on the fence because I don't think I've been vaccinated properly. I think I had 1.
I doubt it. Your parents aren't crazy.
No, but I mean, I grew up in Africa. I don't think they do things right sometimes.
Fair enough.
Back in the day.
Well, they can actually check your blood in America.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Probably don't want that to happen because I probably have parasites from eating all the pork and stuff.
We're actually gotta do that in video at some point.
Yeah, we have to see
what China did to our body.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you have to say? Holy crap.
Okay, yeah. Whether you delight in rubbing the world of its diverse wildlife, fauna and flora, or you're a reasonable, nice human being that knows deep down that eating an aborted fetus is not going to make you live longer. We don't love the fetus eaters, but we do love the other people, and I have a lot of compassion and sympathy for the Chinese people who get lumped in with the fetus eaters.
Me too. If you're a fetus eater, unsubscribe, please.
If you're a fetus eater, go kill yourself.
Yeah, fair enough.
Actually, no, we can't say that. That's
crap.
So if you're a fetus eater, please stop existing. Thank you.
There you go. There you go. That's
anyway,
polite.
For everybody else, we love you, and we want you to, as always, stay awesome.
Thank you so much for watching, guys, and don't forget we have a new schedule, which means a new ADV China video every single Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Not only that, you can check out a Lao 86 video at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, and don't forget Friday, just before the weekend, time to crack open a beer. You can watch a SerpentZA video, also 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So don't forget, every week you get 3 videos from us.